Kwawu Business Forum, it is just a testament of the acumen of Kwawu business people. And it's not only him. There are several businessmen who have told me that one of the major hindrances they face in business is not even capital. It is getting trusted people to work with. And anytime you saw the bus had more load on top of it than in the bus. And so what happened? The axle broke down. And it was the most regrettable experience in my life. When the axle broke down, they came to me to buy a new axle. So the reason for buying the bus had been defeated.
So, and summer, of course, so Kwawu business for you, so and some of the Wamara, Afenyo Markin, a bachelor choir of fast one, no business in it. Problems are of face here. Now you are John Draman, Mahama, Sugar Kasai. Now you're back to one so now maybe can come say, hi, good news to you. So, Monko Swan subscribe to our channel and comment or comment section boss me. For a new media evident. Now you're back to one seminar swap. A Kwawu business polling, you say Kwawu should be a coha, a Easter. Kwawu could be a coordinator. Now, we government, you know, a critique program be a homa, na any kind of pa, and a dinner dash, Kwawu business polling. Now, I'm going to be on begging who business who I will mind then, ama business I found to my pa, at here. Now, a woman Afenyo Markin, you can be Casa or car, a year, car, engine, spare parts. Now, a woman, you pay the deal, you want not feel onya enam say omu enyo mu na dem sika awuramu nti no na omo nya problem de eka eba no akode ban no so ene de ahya ase yesa aduma no na okanse de na no na you got John Draman Mahama eso ni de betu as a business ye no ya ena when ni papa nti business because ebia nipa ene be aduma no bia so na adua ode ba business ni ebi de kaba ebi so mane makokoyi na okaya eye ni family na otoka bi ko mom bas bi ko mom se mo mfanye adwuma na mom sika mfa enibi na se de ya mo hanwo sebio na mamu akatua kakra no mo hanwo ho na afedi ode ka ko ya na driver ni no so mo abusumani amu oti omufi na ode ka ko ya na odi ka ko career si so de ne ye de sisa enema bi na afedi hu lodu a esoro fa na edo so chen nipa eteka ni na bibi absorbers e pa na for no Mahama na discount no maka na mu twini fa so ba so mu twini fa bi nye nti o spend na e ma no ye dey eton car no na o okay nti business dey wo ye business na we nye nipa o be support wa o ye okuta suban pa o be bo ama adwuma na koso a enya dia e dey
Kwawu Business Forum. It is just a testament of the acumen of Kwawu business people, but it is not only for Kwawu businessmen. It's open to all Ghanaian businessmen, foreigners, Ghanaians, anybody who wants to come and attend and network is invited to attend this forum. And new opportunities are being thrown up. And we as a country must take advantage of those opportunities. From the era of the Cold War, we had the era of globalization. In all these stages, Africa continued to lose out. But I think that the opportunity is beginning to come for Africa because world geopolitics is changing. We all can take note of the trade wars that are taking place between the economically mighty countries. It is creating global shifts in terms of production, and this is the opportunity that Africa must take. And so let us shake ourselves out of the mindset that we are traders, because we can be manufacturers, we can be industrialists, we can be digital entrepreneurs, we can be agribusinessmen, we can be large-scale commercial farmers, we can be anything that we want. And so with the shift in the global geopolitics, opportunities, new opportunities are being created. I want to thank Nana Chairman for the comments he made about the Afram Plains. And I want to assure him that Afram Plains is in our sight in terms of its agricultural potential and agro-processing. We've labeled Afram Plains a special agro-processing zone, SAPZ. And in line with the same program that the African Development Bank is pursuing, we intend to achieve substantial funding from the African Development Bank for investment in the Afram Plains, both in terms of agriculture and agro-processing. But to be able to do that, we must first put in the infrastructure. And so under the big push, we have put the bridge at Echiamam from under the big push to construct the bridge so that we can take the ferry away. And then also we've targeted the main roads in the Afram Plains area to rehabilitate them so that it can ease doing business in the area. Let me thank both the majority and minority leader for attending. For me, it sends a signal that this is a non-partisan business forum. It is open to everybody, notwithstanding one's political affiliation. And my hope is that future presidents who succeed me will continue to adopt this as a forum that must continue, no matter which party is in power. But I'd like to make my last comment on the issue the minority leader raised. And it's not only him. There are several businessmen who have told me that one of the major hindrances they face in business is not even capital. It is getting trusted people to work with. If somebody comes to work for you, he thinks that your business is a platform for him also to build his business. And it's not only him who has had that experience. I've had it too. I bought a bus for a relative to run transport business so that he can look after the family at home and stop disturbing me on my small parliamentary salary. And they gave it to a driver who was a relative. Good driver though. The first thing he did was he went and put a carrier on the bus. And anytime you saw the bus had more load on top of it than in the bus. And so what happened? The axle broke down. And it was the most regrettable experience in my life. When the axle broke down, they came to me to buy a new axle. So the reason for buying the bus had been defeated. Anytime the bus broke down, they'll come to me to come and repair it. And it was costing me more to repair the bus than if I had just been momoing the money to them. But you know what happened? This driver used to live in the family house. While he was driving the bus, he procured the land. He started to build a house. The house reached lintel level when the bus finally broke down. And by then I had had enough. So I refused to repair the bus and decided to dispose of it. And so I sold the bus. This was like several years, maybe just more than 10 years ago. And since I sold the bus, where the building reached lintel level, it is still at lintel level even till today. And so what he says is very serious, getting trusted people to work with. And so we must look at that aspect of the restraints to industry. And I know that even some business people and industrialists are going out of, like he said, are going out of the country and bringing foreigners to come and manage their businesses. It's an indictment on our human resource. And it's something that we must begin to think about and find ways of creating a core of management that is dedicated to working to build a business. Because what they forget is as the business grows, you get better remunerated, you benefit more. But if you want to suck your pound of flesh out of the business and kill it and move on, then no industry is going to grow and survive.